We gotta. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. I say another episode, but a long-awaited episode of the Alt Tab podcast. If you guys remember us, my name is. Hopefully, you can put my name right here, and I'm gonna go like this. UP18. This is Cross. All Tab Podcast. This is season 2, episode 1. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that bell notification is on. You can also, if you're audio only, you can hear it on Spotify and Google Podcasts. But today is like I said, season 2. Kind of a reboot in a sense, or I guess reboot a little bit of a new age or breath of fresh air for this podcast. Yeah. We will be doing things differently, hopefully for the better. But again, if you guys have any questions or objections or even I guess observations that could probably improve the podcast, let us know in the comments. That's one thing that season 1 didn't have, was comments in the comment section. There were some comments, we appreciate those, but we need criticism. We need to know what to do to get better. And so hopefully with season 2 we improve on what we already accomplished and we do better. So yeah, without further ado, welcome back to Alt Tab Podcast.
Yeah, I think my aunties comment on every episode.
Shout out to her.
I don't know if she watched any of it, but like she always like.
Hey, yeah. You know what? I saw it every time.
Yeah,
that's why
she always does it.
That's why I didn't want to shoot down the comments that we already had.
There was actually one legitimate comment. Like there was comments from like my girlfriend Rebecca, and there were some other people like new people, but there was a legit comment on. So we upload this on YouTube and Spotify, all that shit that Jacob just said, or UP18, and then we also upload it on Anchor, which is now owned by Spotify. So Spotify has, I guess now they have their own thing where people can directly upload their podcast to anywhere. So that's cool. Oh. But yeah, it gets uploaded to Anchor, and someone commented on one of our episodes. It was like, I don't know, it was kind of shocking because I've never really gotten like a hate comment before. I don't.
We had a hate comment?
Yeah, I don't think I shared with you, but it was something along the lines. He's like, "What is this podcast like? Two disconnected dudes." I don't know, something. It wasn't constructive, but like, yeah, it was like a hate comment. I was like, damn, and then I just moved on. But
man, now that person knows. That's the reason why we stopped the podcast.
Yeah, you ruined our future.
Oh man, wherever that guy's at, thank you, appreciate it. It's gonna really help with season 2.
Yeah, but yeah, it just came out of nowhere.
Dang, so they listened to the podcast and like, what is up with these two?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Okay, yeah. All right. You know what? I want to take that one to heart. No, but yeah, so we need those kind of comments, to be honest, because I feel like if there's one thing that we have to do is definitely bounce off each other, and we should just be fine, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we've only done this for we're complete amateurs, there's no, we're not following like a format. I'm just kind of throwing this out there, And,
yeah, we were just bringing information and news, but
I could definitely tell like this isn't for everyone, for sure.
No.
I think right now where our podcast is at, it's probably for people that are close to us that just watch us out of respect, and very few people that actually like listen to every other episode and like get enjoyment out of it. But then again, like I personally don't care about that stuff. I've always made content for myself, but I think you're a bit more of the content head. out of the two of us.
I don't know about that.
I think
you always say that.
Well, you always care about your viewers and what you try to cater to them the best you can while also retaining your happiness while you're creating the content. For me, I'm just oh, I bought this new equipment, so I just want to test it out and see how it looks on stream. That's how I get the enjoyment out of streams, just the quality I can produce and just what I want to stream. I this sounds harsh, but I could care less about the people that's watching me. I appreciate it. I appreciate people that watches me, and chats, but it's not why I stream. I used to stream for viewer interaction. Now I just stream because I just want to. So.
All right, you heard it here first. Fuck the viewers.
Well, I've been saying that's kind of the yin yang between the two of us. So I don't know. That could be good for the podcast, you know.
No, yeah, I can see it.
It's not always the best to have two of the same opinions.
But I mean, you always get the viewers. I mean, whenever you say that you do it, which I understand. You do it for yourself. You're just playing the game and you're streaming. But the games that you do play, you're so good at them that it's you get those viewers that are there. So you are giving them content. And also too, people just love your screams, to be honest. That's one thing.
You always say that, but I don't know if that's true for other people.
Listen, if you look at my TikToks, everyone is you screaming. So it's just it makes views, it makes content.
Tigers always clips me.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about what we're changing. It's not super drastic. Well, I mean, yeah, okay, it's very drastic. First episode, you're not going to tell much of a difference from the previous ones because we're just getting back into it, and we don't really have a format, but it's not. We haven't prepared it for this week because it's just introduction. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're gonna be changing the brand up a little bit, just the color scheme, the logo, the banner, all that shebang. And the editing style will be a little bit different from before. I think before I tried to make it so that you're kind of tabbing through different topics. We're still going to do that because that's in the name, but just the way the video looks, it's going to look a little bit more full when you watch. So it's a bit more clean instead of bunch of stuff cluttered. I still need to work on that. And as far as formatting goes, I think we're going to have different segments. I think Jacob talked about having a small segment of talking about Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
You can expand more on that if you want to.
Yeah, so we with Dungeons and Dragons, we just we do have a campaign currently going every Saturday from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern time. We're currently doing Tomb of Annihilation. And so basically what I would like to just talk about is kind of just recapping our D&D session and then kind of giving our thoughts about maybe what's going to happen next or what happened in the episode. And just kind of going over that. Just something real quick and easy just to keep people informed at least of our exploits in the Isle of Cholt.
Yeah. Aside from that, I think we're also going to do, there's a segment that I want to do just personally for me. I feel a lot of my interests are kind of niche if just to the general public. There's certain technologies that I like. I have hobbies that are pretty niche, like keyboards and mices. I feel it's a very small group of people. It's definitely developed a lot, but I can't if I were to go into a Discord call with a bunch of gamers and I talk about the deep ends of the keyboard stuff, I feel most people would be what the fuck is this guy talking about? So just stuff like that. I won't go on for too long, but maybe 5-10 minutes. Again, it's just a segment. It's not the whole podcast. And we also want to we always talk about this. We're probably gonna react to videos when we can, and
so definitely send us crazy videos you want us to react to.
Yeah. Read Reddit stories. And maybe we'll have a segment of just recommending stuff to each other every week or something like that. but it'll be more. I don't know. It'll be more structured than just kind of like a bit more sporadic.
Oh, I want to talk about serial killers.
Okay, like murder
I know that's kind of weird. Just, yeah, I guess any kind of like murder mystery. I guess criminal. I guess criminal mysteries. The serial killers. I want to talk about them.
Yeah, what kind of serial killers?
The Zodiac Killer.
What's a Zodiac Killer?
You got to find out. You got to tune in next episode.
Okay. Damn, I gotta tune in too. What you got?
Oh, is that it? Are you done with that?
I mean, like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like our upload schedule, you guys don't need the record schedule, but our upload schedule is gonna be the same as before. 3 p.m. every Wednesday, Eastern. Is it Eastern? It's Eastern,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. And yeah, I guess one last thing, you'll notice the editing style will be different probably every other week, just because I'm just testing the water still and improving on it.
Are you good at explosions?
Not really, but I can add some fake ones.
Explosion.
See, that's editing hell right there. You know how people are like, hey, fucking do this, do that, and the editor's like just fucking scratching their hair out. It's like, it actually takes a long time. Now I can do that. I can just green screen something.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, we're hoping that it does bring, a breath of fresh air, and we're not disconnected from each other, just giving information like that guy said, like that person. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl.
Probably a guy. I can never assume though.
Yeah. Besides that, I mean, that's just a little bit of the updated of the podcast. There is also other segments that I would like to do. Honestly, I would like to I wish the football season was just starting instead of just ending, because I would like to talk more about football. I want to introduce you more to football, but it's like, it'd be tough to do it now because really there's no football to watch, because currently it is the Sunday. It's going to be the divisional championship games, and what that means is whoever wins these next two games will be going to the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl is played on the 11th of February. And
I was always curious. I've never done any research, so I'm just like kind of shooting in the dark here. But is Super Bowl like in terms of like Valorant? Is that like the
World Championship?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only one champion.
I always thought Super Bowl was just this like random promotional event where all teams just like play for each other, but I didn't know it was like a legit like tournament.
See, this is the segment I want to do. I want to introduce you.
They always talk about like Super Bowl ads, so I was like, oh, I guess this is just like a big promotion thing to like, I don't know.
Essentially is.
Increase football visibility.
Yeah.
But
so with the Super Bowl, it is the best. So there's two divisions in football. There's the NFC and the AFC. Now there's divisions within those two divisions. There's like NFC, North, West, East, and South, AFC, Northwest, East, and South. Right. And so basically they play throughout the regular season. It's they play 17 games, 18 weeks, because each team has a bye week, so that they don't have to play. They have it like randomly throughout the schedule. The best teams that are able to make the playoffs will then play in the playoffs. And it's usually 7 teams from each division. And then you have the number 1 seed will have a bye week, first weekend. You got wild card, divisional, championship, Super Bowl. So currently we're at championship. So this weekend it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. They are AFC. Again, and then the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers are NFC. So whoever wins out of those two will then face each other for the final thing. So
Yeah.
essentially, it's kind of like Valorant if you think about it. When it comes to like their champs, because once it hits playoffs, it's single round elimination,
Oh damn.
and so
So there's no lower.
there's no lower. It's just one and done in the
Damn.
playoffs. And so, I mean, but they get paid millions of dollars. It kind of makes sense why it's why it's single elimination, because you know they're putting their bodies on the line. You know, and there's some people that
True.
like last year, Damar Hamlin. He's a safety for the Buffalo Bills. He went for a tackle and got hit in his chest, and they say that he was like unresponsive on the field, and they had to like give him CPR, and they like, yeah, they he's fine now. He's good. I think he played this year. If not, he was on the sideline though. But yeah, Super Bowl's this weekend. 3 weeks away. Because they do the championships between AFC, NFC, and then they have the Pro Bowl, which is like some call it like a popularity vote, but usually it's like the best players get voted to the Pro Bowl, and they'll go to. I think they're having it in Vegas this year, because it used to be in Hawaii, and they would like AFC versus NFC, and they'll face each other in a football match. But now, because people don't want to get injured in a Pro Bowl, usually they don't like do tackles and things like that, so they changed it up in this like skill activities, and then like a flag football game. That's what they do.
Okay.
And so it's a way for them to have fun and kind of just like blow off steam.
Yeah.
If any player that's in the Super Bowl was elected to the Pro Bowl, they don't go to the Pro Bowl. They bring in the next person up.
Oh.
Because the Super Bowl people have to like worry about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then Super Bowl, when that comes, it's a whole like extravaganza, really. The best ads that you see on TV are going to be played during the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And it's like, I know for a couple seconds it's like $4 million just to show during that, because
That's
millions
crazy.
of people watch.
Yeah.
But they do that, and they have a whole halftime show. This year, Usher is going to perform the halftime show.
Okay.
So it's gonna be nice, because Usher is also releasing his new album 2 days before the Super Bowl. It was supposed to come out the same day, but it's coming out on Friday. And some people might know that on Usher's album, his remix of Standing Next to You with Jungkook is going to be on that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
He cooked.
Which, if you haven't seen that video, that's a damn good video. You haven't seen that video?
No.
Oh, guess what? We got our first reaction video.
So wait to watch it. Yeah, I've been pretty away from the music world lately.
So, yeah, there's football there. So we can talk, I guess, if anything. Well, I have to push back on the football one until next season, unless you have questions regarding football. I guess I can ask you certain things, like, what do you think this means in football terms?
Yeah, no, we can do that for sure. Yeah.
So there's that. What else? I would also like to talk about WWE. Love me some wrestling. I love me some wrestling. This weekend, Royal Rumble is happening, so I'm definitely recapping that on our next recording. So it should be good. There's that, serial killers, football, wrestling.
WWE, football, serial killers.
Yeah, dude, you know, the trifecta.
It's not a trifecta.
Doesn't get any better than that. We can throw some algebra in there too, you know. We gotta learn. Cross and UP18, go to class, go to school. We'll learn Python. We'll learn coding on the podcast.
Gross. I'm already doing computer science in school. I don't want to do any more of it here.
I think that's really... Yeah, I think those are the segments. D&D, serial killers, football, wrestling, and obviously gaming. Gaming's going to be in there as well.
That'll always be prevalent, but
yeah,
we're not trying to make it all gaming. So that's
yep.
Explores more aspects of the podcast.
And then maybe we'll have a special guest. Maybe.
Yeah.
Most
know,
likely it's just gonna be Squiddy.
Yeah, we could have Squiddy on, but next time he comes on, you gotta show his face cam. Might be a lot to
Dude,
ask, but
listen, next time he comes on, you better be here.
dude, I was so sick. Okay,
You left me with Squiddy.
I know. I was like, here, guys, I'll be here to record and listen, but I went to bed.
But you recorded, right? Yeah,
I
and
recorded,
you went to bed.
yeah, and I went to bed. Yeah, that was rough.
It's okay. We got through it.
Yeah.
We got through it.
COVID was just the worst. I didn't want to do anything.
I've been lucky enough to not get COVID.
Yeah.
Even though,
son of a bitch.
even though I did go to Texas and allergies hit me, and then, which I finally got over, and my fiance said it wasn't allergies. I most likely had the flu or the cold.
Oh yeah.
But I did take a COVID test when I was there. Came back negative. But I got a text like a couple days ago that my mom and my brother got COVID.
Oh.
They tested positive for COVID. And I was already like maybe a week or two removed from being there. So I was like, did I have it? But I was like, I'm feeling better actually. So maybe
most people, like, there are people that get COVID and they think it's just a cold. And then they realize they had COVID before.
I took a test. I was negative.
Yeah. Well,
But maybe I did have COVID. Because to be honest, when I was taking the test, my fiance was saying that she didn't put enough liquid in the thing.
Oh yeah.
So
I
maybe
hate those tests.
Maybe that test didn't work very well. So, but yeah, lucky enough. I do think it was allergies, and my body just saw it as a cold because it was cedar fever out there. You know what I mean? She's always like, you never want to say that you got sick. Because I wasn't sick. it's all mental.
Yeah, I hate getting sick. One, because like I feel like shit, but another reason, I always get shit for getting sick, and I'm like, damn, because like I get sick and I try my best to explain like why I think I got sick to my parents because I live with them and they care about me. But my mom is always like, no, you got sick because like you had something cold or like you had your window open. I'm like, no, that's not why.
That's not it.
Like I should be able to tell you like how I got sick because I'm living in my body 24/7. That's a little bit annoying because like, damn, I'm sick and you're kind of punishing me for it. But I suppose that's a can of worms that I don't want to get into right now. But
no, I feel that too. I do feel that.
I think most parents are like that. They just like kind of direct it so that you don't ever get sick, but it's the last thing you want to hear.
Yeah.
Because you already know. Even if that's true, like you already know like why you got sick. Right? So you don't want to like hear it. Okay, I'm good. Let's move on.
No, I mean, even when I had like my allergies or whatever, all I had was just congestion. And because of the congestion, I sneezed and I coughed.
Yeah.
Right. That was it. I had no achy body. I had no fever. It was just there. You know what I mean? No headaches, nothing. And so I was totally fine. See, I rarely get sick. Rarely get sick. Even though like I'm overweight and like usually that goes like kind of hand in hand with getting sick more because like your body isn't healthy. I'm fine. Honestly. Like the last time I got sick and had to go to the doctor was 7 years ago. Last time I got sick, I had to go to the doctor. Before that, 10 years before that, was like I got sick. I got sick 7 years ago when I started dating my fiance.
Damn.
I was fine. I was fine for 10 years. Started dating her, double ear infection and strep throat. Like it just all at once. But ever since then, I mean, I've been fine. Yeah. So just be careful who you get next to. They might be germy.
Yeah.
So
it's like bacteria that you're not used to.
Exactly.
I think that did happen to me too. When I was with Rebecca, I got sick. Actually, when I went to the UK, I got sick twice. And it's because like their humidity is insanely high. And every time I go to bed, I told her, it's like, damn, this like these sheets are kind of like damp. And she's like, you're fucking crazy. And then we went into a whole argument of like, oh, like you can't feel wetness or dampness. It's just cold. I'm like, whatever. It feels damp.
Yeah.
And then
You just
after I
feel it.
pointed out for a month, she's like, oh, damn, that's damp. And I think just the humidity just got me sick. And it's not fun.
Next time you go, buy a dehumidifier.
Yeah.
Do they have that? They have a humidifier. But do they have a dehumidifier?
They definitely have that because of how I could tell the difference between, because we went to, I think we stayed at a hotel like 3 different occasions while I was there for like a month, and I could tell when I went to a hotel it was dry as hell. It was like perfect, and then when I go back, you know, it's wet and you got snail. Okay, I don't want to expose her too much, but
it's just
yeah.
You definitely can feel wet when it's humid because like
you can feel, yeah, especially if you're living in a drier area like Canada. Like it's super dry here, so you can tell.
Because we feel it here whenever like it's about to start raining. Like you can just feel it right beforehand. And there'll be times like during the summer or like during like the spring or fall, we'll have the windows open and it's just like I take off my socks and I'm walking on the carpet and I can just feel it. It just feels wet. Yeah, it's just terrible.
It's not a good feeling. But I guess if you're living in that environment, you just kind of like, you just live with that your whole life. So you don't know. And they're like, I don't know, they just adapt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
When she comes here, she's going to feel a fucking big difference.
Yeah, is she planning on going there?
Yeah, I think she's coming for my birthday, so we're trying to get that aligned. But yeah, I told her the first time, like, you're gonna come to Canada, it's like you're never gonna get road sick or car sick because our roads are just straight for like hours, and then UK roads are crazy. Like, I don't know how people pass their driving tests.
And
they all drive
funny?
manual, so it's like fuck.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I haven't learned how to drive manual. One of my exes tried to teach me, and I got it down like first and second gear, but I drove at nighttime while there was nobody on the road, so that's the only reason why I was able to do it.
It's just it's hard.
When we were driving to Texas, we were talking about, because I saw on TikTok where people were talking about like how people in like the UK, they see something that's like an hour and a half away and they're like, I don't want to drive, or I don't want to do that. That's too far of a commute or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like people in the US are like, an hour and a half is usually my commute to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to think that. And like we were driving to Texas. So from Pennsylvania to Texas is like 1,650 miles.
God damn.
19 hours. But for us, it was like 24-ish because we stopped and slept. But yeah, 1,600 miles. And we're like, what is that in the UK? And it's like, you can drive from like Manchester, which I think is like in the middle of England.
Yeah.
And you can get like all the way down to like Gibraltar.
Yeah, you can go anywhere.
Like super far. It's like, yeah, I was like, man, that's crazy. You can almost get to Russia going the other way. And it's like, it's just, you just, when you think about it, like me being from the US, I always pictured Europe being bigger. I never realized how small it is compared to some of the states that we have in the US.
No,
like I think UK can fit inside Texas.
Yeah, probably.
It's just like it's just mind blowing to think. It's like because living in Texas, like if you live smack dab in the middle in Austin, you can be driving for 6 hours and still be in Texas.
Yeah,
and it's just like fuck.
No, it's the same thing here. I guess that's big countries.
Just crazy to think about.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. It is nice though, where everything is just close. I do like miss that. You just walk for 5 minutes and you have everything.
That's
here, I gotta drive fucking 20-30 minutes out to go to one place, and if I want to go to another place, I gotta drive for another 20 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the one thing that sucks. They got everything. You can go anywhere, whenever you want.
And a lot of people are like, man, I just want to leave the United States and go to Europe. I just want to travel Europe. And it's like, travel the United States. You haven't been to every state to see everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like me. I would love to go to Europe and be able to see that over there. But to be honest, I think personally, I would much rather like to travel all 50 states and see
That's crazy.
how everything is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because every state is like it's basically its own country in itself. But yeah, I would like to just see the different. I would like to travel all 50 states and just try food in each of the states.
That would be nice. Damn.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to the States at one point.
Yeah, come to Philly.
It was nice when I first went.
Come to Philly and you can stay with me. We can we can take the train down to Philadelphia. I'll take you to the Rocky Steps. You can run up like Rocky. Do the whole. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen Rocky before?
No.
You never seen Rocky?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen Rocky, but I know what you're talking about.
There's a whole scene where he's like running through the streets of Philly.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Little fun fact. That Rocky statue is not at the top of the stairs. So there's a statue of Rocky in the movie. And he like when he runs up, he's like, yeah. That statue is not up there. It's actually at the base floor off to the right of the stairs. And so it's like you have to like walk over there and you can take a picture with the Rocky statue, and then you can walk up the stairs. And it's actually an art museum. Those stairs. So you just keep going back into the museum. I have yet to go inside of it, but I know sometimes it's like free, I think. But
yeah,
I've only been downtown Philly 4 times. But that place I've only been there twice. But yeah, he can come and we can go to. There's a place called Reading Terminal Market, so we can take the train from my apartment to downtown Philly and then just walk there. It's like a indoor, and it's just a bunch of vendors. It's like food, desserts, and all that stuff. You can like go in and just like try different foods.
I just want to go for food.
Yeah. Oh, then yeah, definitely. you can try a cheesesteak.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I always watch these TikTok videos and people just trying food, and it's all from the States. Like people trying like a lot of the videos that I used to get was just like barbecue, and it just looks so good. You can't get that in Canada. Like there's not enough people passionate about like barbecue like that here. That it just looks so good. Like, I just want to try like a fucking juicy brisket. Like,
if it comes down to it, to where you do go to the States and you go to like Texas,
yeah,
I will fly to Texas with you because I can stay with my mom.
So good.
I can just stay with my mom and we can get barbecue down there.
Just looks so good. That's the first thing I want to try, but I gotta plan a trip.
We can try that Franklin's. I have yet to be there. Go there, but Franklin's is like well known in Austin, and they open up early and they close early too. But it's like the moment that they open, there's a line out the door until they close.
Yeah. Damn.
You also try kolaches as well in Texas. I take you to Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, I want to try that too.
Get you a brisket sandwich at Buc-ee's.
Yeah, that place looks crazy.
Chopped brisket. So good.
Just use all my money there.
Yeah, you can get the Bucky shirts and you can get a hat. Yeah, I got everything there. But yeah, definitely. If you want to just get food, I would definitely say go to Texas, Austin for sure. Maybe around a time that there's like a convention, maybe like I know the Rooster Teeth has a convention there, or shit. You can even go for like Austin city limits if you just want to go to the Zilker Park and listen to music, or crap, what's it called? There's a festival that happens. It's ACL and I'm blanking. They usually show certain movies there.
Oh shit.
What the hell is it called? Oh, South by Southwest. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but yeah, South by Southwest. It's a convergence of tech, film, music, education, and culture. It's a festival there.
Damn.
Or shit, you can go for the. There's also the rodeo that happens. I've never been there, but it's like massive rodeo, and you can get all the different like festival foods. Shit, there's even the Texas State Fair in October. That's when the fair happens. And you get and ride the rides and try all the food there. And then Oklahoma versus Texas always happens during that fair.
I gotta plan a trip.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely say most likely Texas would probably be Austin would be wouldn't let you down.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I used to always want to watch like a Valorant game on LAN. I don't know if my interest is gonna last that long. But I was thinking of planning a trip around that and then go to other parts of the US.
Oh, okay.
But like I don't know. I don't know
Where are they
anymore.
playing this year? Do you
I
know?
don't fucking know.
Let's
See,
see.
it was nice. It was nice last year because it was
in
the
LA.
States. Yeah. But like, damn, I spent way too much money in the UK.
Oh yeah, because it happened like you went to the UK and then
Yeah.
at the end of your UK trip, that's when they were in LA, right?
Yeah, we were like, damn, like, can we like fucking do this last minute? And like, plane tickets are so high. It was like 2,000 just to get out of the UK, and I had to think of a flight back. And I was like, just I'll go in debt.
Flight back, yeah. You just ride a train, take a train
I was
back.
thinking of just like getting the return ticket, right? So it doesn't cost anything, and then spend a couple $100 to get the flight. But it's just like it was way too last minute.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And accommodation, all that. Man, travel's so expensive.
Looking at this here, there isn't any. Or I guess they haven't really shown much places.
Yeah.
In the States, looks like Masters is going to be in Shanghai and Madrid.
I heard Shanghai's a cool place to visit.
It's in China, right?
Yeah. It's like,
yeah,
is that the capital city?
Isn't that very like foggy there, like hazy because of all the
yeah. I mean, the
industry fog?
The pollution's terrible, obviously, when you go there. So I think that's why most people wear masks. So I'm assuming it won't be very good for your health for a little bit, depending on how you stay, because you're just gonna be mucked up. Some people it might be really bad if you have bad like respiratory issues, but
that is true. It's Beijing, by the way.
Yeah, I think they have like it's Beijing, the capital.
Beijing is the capital. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have like a chart where it shows like if you live in Shanghai or Beijing for like a day, it's equivalent of smoking however many cigarettes.
No way, for real?
Yeah, I think it's like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I was just
no, like it just reminds me of like when fire was really bad here. We were just getting fucked by proxy. Like there was fire in BC, which is pretty far away from here, and I live in Calgary, which is a city within Alberta, and our pollution level was 10 plus on the index. And it goes to only 10, so they couldn't go any further. And they're like, yeah, if you go outside, like it's the equivalent of smoking like 2 packs a day. And that was like that for a week. So we had our windows shut and like our house was still smelling like super smoky. So yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Damn.
Pollution sucks in Asia.
Yeah.
It's all the factories.
Yeah. When you're talking about that fires, we also got it here too.
Yeah. And New York, right?
Yeah. And for us, US uses an air quality index. And it goes like 400 plus.
Damn.
And at one point it was close to 400.
That's crazy.
It's like usually like this area is chilling at 18.
Wow. So
and we were like, 300 plus, and it's just like you could definitely tell.
Yeah.
Oh, it ranges from 0 to 500. But yeah, it was just.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Well, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that.
Cross had technical difficulties.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about air pollution.
Oh yeah. Bad.
It's bad.
It's
Yeah,
really bad.
We're talking to really get what we're talking about. We talked about air pollution, China, Valorant, you making a trip to the States.
Okay.
It's mainly you making a trip to the States. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, this thing turned off.
Is there a certain place in the US that you would actually want to visit? There's a scream. Oh, you okay?
I
You
fucking
hit yourself there.
funny bone, dude. And my
Oh,
desk height is now all mucked. God damn it. Let's say I want to visit.
yeah. Like, is there a certain place in the U.S. that you want to visit? Like, I know I said like Austin. You should definitely try there. But like, is there a certain place like in your head that you're like, that's the place that I do want to go?
I'm like a big on like events.
Uh-huh.
So like I don't know, like Valorant, that could be an event, right? Like concerts, all that stuff. I'm big on that, like conventions. So wherever has the highest saturation of that. So I guess like LA, California.
Makes sense.
I just want to like hit that, get out of my system, and then man, just anywhere really.
Okay.
I would, yeah, anywhere. Anywhere's fine. I just gotta know where I'm going so I don't like go to the wrong places.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I think while I was in the UK, I was looking for like I was scraping for events, but like it was tough. Like we got the best out of it that we could, but yeah, we're at a point where like everything was kind of like over. I don't know if I talked about this in the. I don't know what did I ever talk about. Was our podcast going on when I came back?
Yeah, you did talk a little bit about like your time there, but you didn't really go much into it.
So we went to Manchester Comic Con, and we thought it was gonna be really good because it's Manchester, and it was literally just like bunch of little tents that's set up, and that was it.
There was nobody there?
No, there's people there, but like it was super underwhelming. Like it felt like a watered down, like dumbed down version of like Comic-Con, and I don't know where they do it, like in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. I think we were there for like 30 minutes and then we kind of dipped out.
Yeah, we went to one, me and Staha went to one in Austin, and it was very like tiny, which is crazy to think about. We went to it's in Austin, and it was tiny compared to the one that me, him, and my old roommate Cody went to in San Antonio. San Antonio one was massive. We went there 3 days. Damn. And it was a fucking bomb. I remember getting through my company. Oh no, so I was working for this call center, but I was a temp employee. So I was working for a place called Aerotech, and you get like certain benefits. And I remember using the benefits to get like discounts on a hotel. And so it's like I got the Grand Hyatt Hotel right across the street from the convention center.
Damn.
And it's like we were on like the 30th floor. We got the lounge that's up there. We were able to go there to get lunch and get like drinks and like chill there in the lounge if we didn't want to be in our room. And so, yeah, it was nice. I remember seeing the guy who plays Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars. The actor was in that same lounge when I got breakfast, and so it was nice meeting him.
Damn.
And then yeah, we got to talk to certain people at that Comic-Con because we didn't know that, like, we thought that you had to pay to be able to talk to the actors and stuff like that, but some of them will just let you walk up and talk to them if they don't really have anybody in their line. So we got to talk to certain people, and the show Supernatural, the guy who plays Lucifer in Supernatural, we were looking at this guy's art, and we were just looking at this art, and Cody was standing right here, and he was like, "Hey, that's Lucifer." And I was like, "Huh?" And I look, and he's right here, and Staha's right here next to me, and he's standing right next to Staha. And I lean in, I was like, "Hey, don't look now, but the guy who plays Lucifer," I was like, "Don't freak out, but the guy who plays Lucifer is right next to you." And he was like,
freaks out.
And we're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he was like, "Hey." But yeah, we also got to see Batista. We didn't get to like walk up and meet him because the lines were full, but Batista was there, Michael Rooker was there, and Karen Gillian was there. So Drax, Nebula, and Yondu, they were there. And then we got to meet some other people that played in Jessica Jones, like secondary people.
Yeah,
I see them over there. And then at the Austin one, the only thing that was cool was that I bumped into Jason Momoa, because like the security was like bringing him to the back, and I got to bump into him. So that was the only cool thing. But yeah, the Austin one was underwhelming, but I got to see Jason Momoa.
Yeah, that's
The
cool.
Antonio one is the one that like I will always remember.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope.
Damn. Yeah, ours was not like that. I think there was maybe Lauren Cohen from Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
We didn't get to see her because we left so early.
Mm.
We're like, oh, we're not waiting a couple hours just to, and it's probably gonna be packed with her. So not going to that again unless it's well known.
I would like to go to the one in the UK, only just to hopefully meet someone that's in Doctor Who.
Yeah, I think the biggest one was in London, and that's the one we missed, and they broke records. And, like,
oh shit!
People, so we're like,
yeah,
we're
next time.
Point, but
next time you just gotta schedule it around one of those events.
Yeah.
Instead of getting the cheap time, the cheap flights during that time, schedule it for an event. It might be more expensive to get plane tickets there, but
oh man, on season flights are just so expensive.
Yeah,
I got it low this time. I got it like 1,500, but like before it was like $2,500 just to get there. Yeah, it's expensive because of COVID too.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I don't know how I did not get COVID when I went there. I got COVID at hometown, so it's just I don't get it.
The first time or second time?
First time. That was like not height of COVID, but it was like slowly falling off. But people were like still very serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
I somehow didn't get COVID. I didn't get stopped by the board control. It was such a good trip, despite all the things that could have gone wrong. I come home, I go to Stampede. There's like a big event here, and I just get COVID. I got COVID twice, and then my immune system was so weak, I got the flu. Oh my god! Holy fuck! I did not want to think about that. Yeah. Okay, so we're like halfway through, a little bit over halfway through our podcast. I want to try to keep it 60 minutes. We can go over, it's fine. But
I mean, we're at 51 minutes.
Damn, so we're over half.
Yeah. You crash at like 45.
Yeah, okay. So I mean is there anything else you want to talk about? I know there's like core things like the Palworld is one of the big ones. And then there is the layoffs that's been happening.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to lead into that now and then
we don't have to talk about them, to be honest. I feel like this was definitely a good.
Yeah.
Y'all don't get info this week. I'm sorry. Maybe next week. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Palworld. Also, my condolences to the people that had to get laid off by Microsoft. Not like 1,900 people. Some people were saying that they were like crossover between what's already Microsoft already has and crossover between those two, and that's why they got let go. But who knows? So hopefully they're able to find new positions and new jobs. So yeah. And then Palworld's just breaking records.
Crazy. It's insane. Just quickly, I think Riot laid off 500 employees, and that was 10% of their workforce. Yep.
Dang.
And I think the reasoning was like, we don't need this department, basically. They didn't say like that, but they're like, we want to head to a different direction, and your position is no longer needed.
I wonder if that's gonna like hinder their MMO.
Maybe, yeah. They're just talking about like how they're focusing their department on the wrong things and the resources,
like their skins.
Yeah. And then there was like a bunch of counter arguments on Twitter, like people that are completely like out of touch, obviously, talking about like how great their severance package is. But then when you read like the fine print, like all the people that were let go don't get any of that. So,
what?
Like their severance package looks great. Like when you look on their website, it's like 6 months of like full-time pay, and you know you can get like whatever equipment that they got from their time working there, they can keep. They can request like laptops and stuff and like recommendations, but like apparently it's not quite like that. They only get like a small percentage of whatever was set on the severance package. So
damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
I remember when I got laid off, they gave me a severance package, but I could only get it. I could only get the severance package if I stayed with the company until the day that they closed the office.
Damn.
And all they gave me was my insurance until May 1st. So it's like they let us go in April 1st, and I got my insurance. I kept my insurance for an extra month, and I got a month's worth to pay.
Wow.
And that was it.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I didn't get shit when my grocery job got fucking yeeted because I think our owner found a loophole where he got rid of a whole department basically, and that whole department was new, and they have a thing where like the new hires have a 3-month trial, and so basically he put us all under that trial. So when 3 months came, he could all like I guess fire us and not have any consequences because they could just say that they didn't pass the trial. So like it's not technically a wrongful termination, but it still is. But you can't like file a complaint because of that. It's just
That sucks.
I don't work for them anymore, so fuck them.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go. But yeah. Besides that, I mean, Palworld came out of nowhere, breaking records. Currently, 8 million sold. Peaked at 2 point something million, 2 million.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And now they're in the crosshairs of the Pokemon company. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Let's see. Damn. They're making money right now. They're making money.
They said that one of the weapons animators was a surprise hire. The CEO said that they hired a 20-year-old junior high school graduate with no experience in the game industry. And so most likely people are probably going to be like, what does that mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because people have been nitpicking everything about Palworld, whether it's like AI created and whatnot. So plagiarism.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Plagiarism.
They say that the Pokemon are plagiarized, or sorry, Palworld is plagiarizing Pokemon. And so, I mean, you can see the inspiration in their builds, but I guess depends how it's going to hold up in court if they ever do file a lawsuit.
Yeah. It's all like the little details of the Pokemon's intellectual property, like what they have claimed and what they don't. So if they're able to really just screw them over, then hey, enjoy Palworld while you can, because they might. I mean, I hope it goes all well for them, but in the case that it doesn't, because they're going against such a big fucking company they just have infinite resources to take them down essentially. So
yeah,
enjoy it while you can, because something could happen where it just stops development.
That's true.
Which would suck.
Or maybe they just get rid of the ones that they say aren't good, and they just replace them with new ones, you know. But yeah, if hopefully they don't close down Palworld, because I love the game so much right now. So if you haven't played it yet, definitely play it while you can.
Yeah, it's good. It'd also be a kind of a stupid move to close Palworld down, because they are like the leading Japanese. They're kind of like representing, so they're just kind of killing themselves off if they like, damn, you don't want to do that. But yeah, people
supposedly Arc has a Pokemon mod that hasn't been taken down, and it was created 7 years ago. So it's been 7 years on the market, but the Palworld Pokemon mod was removed. Some people are saying because the person who made the mod is making people pay for the mod, and that's why Nintendo took it down, because
I see.
they're making money off that mod, and so that's why they DMCA'd them. So who knows? But they are investigating. They are looking into the property to see if anything was.
But I mean, I guess if people are
infringing.
buying Palworld to play the mod, isn't that technically Palworld also making money from the mod by proxy?
Yeah,
Might be a
but
stretch.
yeah, that would be a stretch because it's like that guy is making money off of Pokemon likeness and IP. Exact one for one.
It was that I saw the mod. That was crazy.
Yeah, you wake up as Ash.
Yeah.
But
Great game.
yeah, that's really all I have. What kind of sucks is that the Blizzard survival game that they were going to be making got canceled. They scrapped that because they're gonna put all that towards other promising Blizzard games that they're currently making, other projects. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we shall see.
But yeah, that's all I got, man. What you got?
That's all I got. I mean, we could keep talking about Palworld, but I feel like it's gonna be another hour, so we can close it for now and talk more about it next week.
Yeah, we'll see what they come up with.
But they're doing good right now. They're gonna definitely break 10 mil for sure by the end of this week.
I wonder what the
I think as far as like their peak goes, I think they've plateaued.
I think they hit it.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get over it. Maybe like 2 mil. Maybe. I don't know. There's not like,
dang.
I can't think of like any more leverage that they can get. Like they're not gonna create more content right now.
They came close to peaking again,
but maybe they'll peak again once they like figure out the whole lawsuit from the Pokemon company and everyone just like is more comfortable jumping on it. Because if the lawsuit goes well, I'm assuming that they're gonna have a lawsuit, then that's also like a validation, right? From all the Pokemon fans get validation from the Pokemon company.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose the lawsuit. So I don't know. Hope it does well.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, they always seem to be peaking around like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's gotta
in the
be
afternoon.
The international people. Yeah, during the day it's not crazy. It doesn't go to 1 mil. It stays around like 5 to 800K, and then when I'm about to go to sleep, everyone's just playing.
Yeah, it always drops at 11 p.m.
All right.
Take us away, man.
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the season 1, episode 1 of the All Type podcast. I am hoping, and we are hoping to continue this for a while. Season 2. Did I say season 2?
You said season 1.
Season 2, episode 1 of the All Type podcast. Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week, 3 p.m. Eastern, every Wednesday. This has been UP18 and Cross at your service. Bye.
Peace out.
Peace out.